Before starting this vlog, I would like to address something. My heart goes out to Abhaya's family. No parent should ever have to face the pain they're going through right now. It's absolutely heartbreaking and unimaginable to lose a child, especially in such tragic circumstances. The grief they must be feeling is beyond words. They trusted the system to protect their daughter, and now they are left with nothing but sorrow. We owe it to them and to Abhaya to stand together and demand justice. No family should have to endure this kind of loss. No family. No one. Hey everyone, I'm Mona Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the topic NCLEX. Yes, this is your vlog. But first, I would like to thank you all for all your incredible support and such warm response I have received on my previous vlog. Oh my god, the comments. That was so good. I truly did not expect that. Trust me, I did not. I have received a lot of queries about the exam NCLEX. So I am going to break it all down for you so that it's easier for you to understand. So let's get started. But before diving into the details, let's first understand what NCLEX is. Who needs to take it? What does it stand for? And why is it so important for all the nursing professionals? The NCLEX, which stands for the National Council Licensure Examination, is a standardized test that nursing graduates must pass to become licensed nurses in the United States and Canada. There are two types of NCLEX exams, the NCLEX RN for registered nurses and the NCLEX PN for practical or vocational nurses. This exam is designed to ensure that you're ready to begin practicing as a safe and competent nurse. The main differences between a licensed practical nurse and a registered nurse include their scope of practice, educational requirements, and responsibilities. On the basis of educational requirements, for LPN, it typically requires a diploma or certificate from a practical nursing program, which usually takes about 12 to 18 months to complete. LPN programs focus on fundamental nursing skills and knowledge. For RN, it requires a higher level of education, either through an associate degree in nursing, ADN, or a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, BSN. ADN programs generally take about 2 to 3 years, while BSN programs take about 4 years. On the basis of scope of practice, for LPN, works under the supervision of an RN or physician. LPNs provide basic patient care, such as monitoring vital signs, administering medications, and assisting with daily activities. For RN, has a broader scope of practice. RNs can perform more complex medical procedures, develop and manage patient care plans, and make critical decisions. RNs often take on leadership roles and have a more extensive range of responsibilities. On the basis of responsibilities, for LPN, duties include basic patient care, dressing changes, collecting samples for testing, and monitoring patient conditions. LPNs may work in various settings, including hospitals, nursing homes, and clinics. For RN, responsibilities include assessing patient conditions, creating care plans, coordinating care with other healthcare professionals, and providing patient education. RNs work in a wider range of settings, including hospitals, clinics, schools, and community health centers. On the basis of licensing and certification, for LPN, must pass the NCLEX PN, National Council Licensure Examination for Practical Nurses, to obtain licensure. For RN, must pass the NCLEX RN, National Council Licensure Examination for Registered Nurses, to obtain licensure. Yes, both BSc and GNM nurses can sit for this exam, but specific requirements can vary depending on what country, what state you're intending to practice on. As many of you know that I'm a GNM nurse, and being a GNM nurse, I was eligible to sit for this exam for the state of New York in the United States. And I'm thrilled to announce that I passed this exam on my first attempt. So yes, nothing is impossible even if you're a GNM nurse. Trust me. I know GNM nurses often face unfair judgment, but don't let that intimidate you. If I can do it, so can you. With hard work and determination, you can do anything you can dream of. And in order to achieve this dream, you have to take the leap of faith. Just ignore all those. The eligibility criteria for this exam depends on what country or state you're applying to sit for. However, there are some general requirements that apply broadly. On the basis of educational requirements for registered nurses, NCLEX RN, you must have completed an accredited nursing program such as Bachelor of Science in Nursing, BSc Nursing, Associate Degree in Nursing, ADN, or Diploma in Nursing. Some states may accept GNM, General Nursing and Midwifery, graduates, but additional coursework or credentials might be required. For practical nurse NCLEX PN, you need to have completed a practical or vocational nursing program. On the basis of credential evaluation, if you have completed your nursing education outside of the United States or Canada, like for example in India, you may need to have your credentials evaluated by an approved organization such as the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools, also known as CGFNS. The evaluation will confirm that your education meets the standards required for nursing practice in the United States or Canada. On the basis of English language proficiency, some jurisdictions require proof of English language proficiency for international candidates. This can usually be demonstrated by taking an English language test such as the TOEFL or IELTS, unless your nursing education was conducted in English. For application and fees, after receiving eligibility from the nursing regulatory body, you must register for the NCLEX exam with Pearson VUE, the testing company that administers the exam. You will need to pay a registration fee, currently $200 for the NCLEX RN or NCLEX PN in the United States, though this may vary by state to state. Once your application is processed and approved, you will receive an authorization to test, which is also known as ATT, from Pearson VUE. This will allow you to schedule your exam. A special note for GNM nurses. As a GNM nurse, your eligibility may depend on the specific state. For example, New York State accepts GNM nurses for the NCLEX RN, but you must ensure that your educational credentials are approved by the New York State Board of Nursing. It's essential to check with the specific nursing board where you plan to take the exam to confirm the exact requirements. Educational credentials like transcripts, official transcripts from your nursing school showing the completion of your nursing program. These must typically be sent directly from your school to the nursing regulatory body, which is the CGFNS, where you're sending your documents for evaluating your credentials. Also, You would need a diploma or degree certificate, which is a copy of your nursing diploma or degree certificate proving that you've completed an accredited nursing program. Completed application form. An application form submitted to the nursing regulatory body in the state or jurisdiction where you wish to be licensed, and a payment of the application fee as required by the regulatory body. Then a proof of identity, which is a valid passport, a copy of your valid passport, particularly if you're an international candidate. Now, if you have completed your nursing education outside the United States or Canada, you will need a credential evaluation report from an organization like CGFNS, which I've mentioned before. This report verifies that your education meets the required standards. If your nursing education was not conducted in English, you may need to submit scores from an English language proficiency test such as TOEFL or IELTS. Now, after your application is approved, you will receive an authorization to test, which is also known as ATT, from Pearson VUE. This is necessary to schedule your exam. The standard registration fee for the NCLEX RN or NCLEX PN is $350, which means around 30,000 rupees in India. Licensure application fee is separate from the NCLEX exam fee and varies by state. It can range from $100 to $200, which is around 8 to 18,000 rupees in India. If you're an international nurse, you will need a credential evaluation by CGFNS, which I've mentioned before. The cost for this service will range from $350, which is around 30,000 Indian rupees. Other potential costs include background check or fingerprinting. So it will cost around $50 to $100, which is again around 8,000 rupees in India. And for English test, the cost for this test like TOEFL or IELTS can range from $150, which is around 13,000 rupees in India. So it's important to budget for all these costs and to check with the specific state or country's nursing regulatory body for the most accurate and up-to-date fee information. So my suggestion would be to at least think that the estimated cost would total up to 1 lakh rupees for this exam. The NCLEX exam uses computerized adaptive test format, which is used to assess the candidate's competency level. If you're interested in learning more about the NCLEX exam syllabus, how to book the exam, and when you can sit for it after graduation, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to create more content based on your questions and help you out. So, let me know what you'd like to see next. Don't think that I'll forget to mention that it is very, very, very important to prepare for this exam thoroughly in order to demonstrate the required competency and pass the exam. Study guides, practice exams, and review courses will help you understand in knowing the test format and content areas better. If you want to know how I practiced for my exam, what material I used for my exam, let me know and comment below. So that's a wrap. This is all you need to know about this exam. I hope this video full of information about NCLEX exam will help you feel more confident and prepared as you embark on this journey. If you have any more questions or need further advice, let me know. Feel free to drop a comment below and reach out. Thanks for watching and all the best with your NCLEX exam. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel in order not to miss my further updates and tips.